What's going on out there, everybody? Welcome to episode number 254 of Convincing Idiots. This week on the show, Dean and I will be discussing some pop culture headlines, including there is some big news in music. Some artists are putting out new material. Some artists are calling it quits. We're going to tell you about that. We are also going to be discussing perhaps a modified species that has been discovered, which leads us to our question of the week, which will lead to combining a couple species. And if we had the power to do so, what might that be? For our final segment, we are going to be discussing wrestling. There are many great icons of the sport, and characters are the crux of it. But what if we could take a character and perhaps pick another professional wrestler that would pull off that gimmick as well? So, all this and so much more this week. Without further ado, let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test.
Call it again?
Convincing idiots.
Convincing idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got to hold poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
And I am Nick, the millennial. And this is Convincing Idiots, a weekly podcast typically of three friends who represent three different generations. This week, that's right, your math is correct. We're doing two. We've got two.
Two.
This week, the boys are in charge.
Well,
that's right.
Daddy's out of town, so...
Brian is somewhere so nervous right now.
Yeah.
We are a weekly podcast of typically three friends, like I said. We talk about all things nerd and pop culture. So if you've not already done so, I strongly suggest that you go and find us on all your favorite social media accounts. We've thought of your best interest here, so we have conveniently placed those links for you on a tree of links. All you have to do is go to Google and type in Convincing Idiots Linktree, Linkree, and there you are conveniently located to all of our social media accounts. Even a merch store, that's right. You can even find a link to the merch store. And
Get us on your body.
that's right, and put us all over your body. You can put us all over your mind if you want to learn more about us as hosts or perhaps ways that you can help out the show. Well, then I would tell you to go to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. This is episode. This is episode 254 of Convincing Idiots. And like I said, this week we are missing Brian, our Gen Xer here on the show.
Missing him greatly.
Very much. But I think we'll get by. I have faith in us.
We did our research. We did everything Brian does. We did slightly less and not as well.
And by that, Brian, Dean did a lot of it, and I showed up.
He's
and
here.
I have things written down.
He's here.
I don't know if we'll use them, but I have stuff.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, let's get into it.
What are we drinking here tonight?
Well, let's start with, I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Old Smoky, Tennessee. So we are going to do a little drink first before our beer.
Okay.
Espresso martini
I like the sound of that. Espresso martini.
to get us started
I would also,
here.
while you pour, I would like to take the time to say thank you for setting this up. If you're watching on YouTube, this is quite the professional setup we have here. We have a news anchor-esque desk. We're
Much
sitting
different than any other time we've done it live.
at. Yeah. This is the first time for us.
It's the first time you can't see our feet,
That's right.
which might upset some people.
It's true.
There's a lot of fetish out there.
There is a foot following, especially for Hobbit feet.
But I'm not. I'm not wearing my bunion sleeve.
If you
so.
stick around to the end, you still might get a little bunion action.
No.
You just never
We'll
know.
figure it out.
Well, cheers, buddy.
All right, cheers.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll let you drink so that we're not just dead airing it and listening to us drink. There's that. How does that taste?
Let me know what you think.
Mhm.
The espresso martini. It is whiskey. It's not. They do a lot of the.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
That
you
is
get
wonderful.
the coffee into it. Yeah.
That's the perfect thing for when you have to go into work on New Year's Eve.
That's right.
Put that in the coffee. You're good to go. That's delicious.
It is the perfect whiskey for the morning.
Yeah. Very good. Strongly recommend.
All right. So.
We
real
know
quick,
what we're drinking, so yeah.
well, one more if you want to pull out your beer there.
Okay.
We'll get this started.
Okay.
I just wanted to start with the little
What do you got tonight?
poo. Whole
Oh, it's
hog
time.
pumpkin ale.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do pumpkin?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Not for me just yet.
I didn't bring a bottle opener. So
That's gonna sit there as
we're
a
gonna
prop.
hold off
That's
for
good.
a moment.
Okay.
Unless the producers
Stage manager, please. Stage hand. Thank
can
you.
grab us something
The
here.
lovely Megan, the stage
What do you
hand.
got here?
I've got my. This is the one I had a couple. I don't know if it was last week or the week before that. I was drinking my Venezuelan style Pilsner, which is from Tripping Animals. Big fan. It's good. I just
See,
like I
now
said,
you can
I like-
probably see this better.
I like-
since
yeah, it's
we're
lit.
closer now. Thank you.
I like the can. Had a cool little Terminator looking polar bear thing going on. So yeah, that's good.
It's a polar bear. All right, so let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's start with headlines.
Do it.
I got headlines.
Tell me about the news.
All right.
Was it hard paying attention to the news this week?
Actually, there's not a lot going on with pop culture.
Okay.
One big thing. Heavy metal legends Megadeth announced their final album and farewell tour.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, well, that's why you come here for the
For the
news,
fucking news.
right?
Dave Mustaine's thrown in the towel.
Dave
ladies and
Mustaine has
gentlemen.
announced that they're going to be doing their final album and a farewell tour. It's been about 40 years. He said, "Don't be sad for us. Be happy for all of us that we get to rock out with you during this epic send-off."
Wow.
So, Nick.
Yeah.
Megadeth. You've been a fan.
I love
right?
Megadeth. Yeah.
Okay.
I do, and this is. I mean, there are those camps, but I prefer Megadeth to Metallica. I am a
Okay.
greater fan of Megadeth than Metallica. But
When did you start getting into Megadeth? Was
mm,
it about the same time?
yeah,
kind of
because
the
like
metal situation.
well, like growing up, like my dad listened to a lot of different types of metal or rock music of that time of the 80s and stuff like that. So he was a big hair metal guy, but
Okay.
also like some of those thrash bands and things like that. So I always knew of Megadeth songs, like they were just kind of in the ether for me. They were always around. I was always hearing them. And then I'd say probably later high school years, I started digging into Megadeth a little more
Okay.
and like really getting into them. I think how I would typically get into bands is if I liked a few songs and I wanted to check them out more, I would buy the Greatest Hits CD. I would go to the exchange, and
sense.
if they had a Greatest Hits, I'd buy that. And then if I got really accustomed to those and really liked it, then I'd start buying their albums one by one.
So
and I'd go
what if
week after week and start at the beginning of the catalog and just buy every album.
What if it's a band that you like, a newer band that didn't have a greatest hits, or would you know that before you went to find the greatest hits?
Yeah, well, typically, yeah. If
Okay.
it was a newer band, I was probably
You know
already
the
like I was
difference.
already aware of
Okay.
them. But some of those older bands, that's how I got into. I did it with Megadeth, and then did it with Aerosmith. There was the
Sure.
Ramones. There was all these bands that started with the greatest hits, a compilation, and then I'm like, I really like this. So then I'd just be like, I need to own now, because it's always fascinated me with bands that like. I tend to find that the songs that I end up liking most by a band are songs I would not have heard on the radio or maybe didn't make a greatest hits. So there's always that
The
curiosity,
deep cuts.
that itch of like, ooh, what else did they do
God
that
damn,
like
that's
I wouldn't hear? Yeah.
I'm
So
a basic bitch. I love punk.
yeah, well, who doesn't? Yeah. It's almost PSL season.
Did you see there's Old Spice has a deodorant and body wash, pumpkin spice?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah, I just saw it yesterday.
can't wait to put my mouth on you. That's gonna be
Oh,
amazing.
I'm gonna be a pumpkin tonight. Little pumpkin head.
We got Dusty up here on the shelf as well.
All right.
Megadeth fan? You
Um,
know some songs
I
probably?
know some songs.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't like name one right off the bat. Like I'm not that big a fan, but I know that I've heard them. I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they're good.
Peace Sells is a big one. Symphony of Destruction. You know
Okay.
and even they're one of those bands too that like I don't know that the titles jump off to you because the
Right,
songs
but once
aren't
you hear it,
catchy enough to be like, oh yeah, but like you know the song if
like
you heard it.
what is their what was the one by Rob Van Dam? Was that Megadeth?
Rob Van Dam. His entrance music?
Yeah. Wait,
Hmm.
what do you say?
Oh, Walk. That's Pantera. Walk.
Pantera.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
knew it was one
Walk.
of them in
Yes.
the genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know of the peripheral.
Yeah.
If I heard the songs, I would know it. And yeah, I mean, I love the idea of these bands continuing, especially that we've lost so many of them, lost so many different um, singers and the bandmates of all
Yeah.
these bands. I like to, see these guys. Do you know if this is the full band?
No, they've switched out
Okay.
guys through the years. There's been different. Yeah.
But the lead
I don't
singer,
actually. I mean,
Dave Mustaine's,
it's Dave's baby. Like that
right.
was his whole thing after being kicked out of Metallica, and that's like just been his.
Gotcha.
That's been his flagship ever since. So it's kind of. I think. Yeah. I don't know if there's honestly. I don't know if there's any original members of from the first album to now. I don't know. There may very
Okay.
well be. There may be one or two,
All
but
right.
yeah, I know for sure just him.
Yeah,
But
I went to see this past weekend. I went to see it was Men at Work,
Mhm.
um,
Toto.
Toto, yeah, and Toto. You can tell like there was like three of them that were from the original.
Yeah.
They even mentioned on stage that they were friends since like childhood
Yeah.
and stuff. But the rest of them were like kids.
Yeah.
The young guys. There was actually one kid who was like only 26. He was playing the piano or
Yeah.
one of the keyboards or many keyboards. But it was actually what it was. It was Men at Work, Toto, and Christopher Cross.
Yes.
And Brian actually made the joke that it was the first hat trick he's ever seen of saxophone solos.
Oh wow.
All three bands had saxophone
Yeah,
solos in there.
That's fucking hard to do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's not
That was
easy.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that's cool. I don't know. You got tour dates? Is it coming in our
The tour
northeastern
dates,
Ohio neck of the woods?
I normally put these on to do the read, but I'm going to do this so I can actually read.
By the way, be safe on your way to Megadeth, and the person to call.
Right. I'm not seeing
Okay.
that they've
Maybe they haven't.
announced
Maybe
yet.
they've just simply announced that they.
Yeah,
this
maybe
is
like
happening,
next year,
yeah.
starting
So
January.
wow, that's
or
pretty cool.
whatnot.
But I'm happy that like they said that like if you can still go out while
Yeah, kind of like on top.
you're still sound. I mean, I haven't seen Megadeth in probably close to 10 years.
Right.
But when I did see them, they were good then. So one of my favorite Megadeth things, one of my favorite memes is if you're not familiar with how Megadeth sounds, it says how the music sounds, and it's a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan the Barbarian,
Oh,
and then it says
sure.
how the singer sounds, and just a picture of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead because he's just got that kind of tone, like so. Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Kinda cool.
Yeah, we see so many of these bands just kind of drudge on and
Right.
hang on too long. So I mean,
And then they
that's cool.
end up at county fairs and
Mhm.
stuff. At least they can go out in, I don't know about like stadiums or whatnot, but like bigger venues and finish out their tour
Yeah.
or their career in bigger venues.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Nice.
All right, moving on to the next one, we have, Nick, did you hear that Taylor Swift
Mhm.
has given hints and stuff of when the next album's coming out?
Yes.
She
Title.
is-
We have a title, right?
the title, The Life of a Showgirl,
That's right.
and it looks like it's going to come out October 3rd.
Ooh.
So it is right around the corner. And I've actually heard another thing. Somebody said that they were going to that they're buying a house near Cleveland. Yeah, so Taylor Swift might be in our neck of the woods. Look at
What?
this. You come to me
Oh,
for news.
that I did not
Brian,
know.
Brian, you think you have the scoops?
Brian has never told me anything meaningful about Taylor Swift that I didn't already know.
Scoops. I think that's a good name.
Yeah.
I like this.
Scoops. Yeah.
You get the Podlander. I like Scoops.
I like Scoops. Scoops is good. Coming deep for the Scoops.
So yeah, from what I'm hearing, could be just a rumor, but that they are going to be her and Travis Kelce are going to be buying a house.
Because the Kelce's are from Cleveland, eh?
Yep.
Like, right?
Yep. And
Okay.
it's going to be in one of the suburbs of Cleveland.
Okay.
So,
Wow. Where would Taylor Swift live in Cleveland?
somebody, the
What's word like
our production
Lakewood?
manager didn't go to bed. She's the one who told me. So
Lakewood. Isn't Lakewood where like
somewhere
all the
that.
like football players and stuff live? That's
probably
like
in
there's
that
a lot of
area,
money in Lakewood.
Right.
Can
So-
you imagine Taylor Swift? You just be like fucking walking down the aisle in Acme and Taylor Swift and like 80 people around her forming a semicircle, like just could be like
I'm
right
gonna
next to you.
guess she won't be doing her own grocery shopping.
You don't think so?
I don't know for sure, but I would guess no.
She's picking up a 2-pack of light bulbs or anything. It's just like,
No. She needs some
checking out the latest Oreo flavor. Yeah. That's impressive.
Vagisil.
Maybe. I think hers doesn't need anything. I think
No.
it's just naturally immaculate.
Fresh,
I don't think there's-
immaculate.
I don't think, when you're Taylor Swift,
But when you have a Kelsey banging around in there, who knows?
who knows where that's been?
What's bringing in the heat there?
Mhm.
You don't know this. So, are you excited about the album? Are you going to get the album?
I will.
Do you normally get
I
Taylor
don't.
Swift's album?
I don't.
Okay, I know you're a fan.
I do listen to them. I do,
Okay.
and I will say because I don't know if we've discussed this before. I know you know it, but like the whole bit is me being her biggest fan. I actually never really used to be. I didn't really like her very much, because I was such a big Kanye fan, and then when all that stuff came out, I had this irrational thing against Taylor Swift.
And boy,
And
did
boy, did I
you
pick
have
the
to do. You picked the wrong fucking team on
You
that
talk
one,
about
didn't you?
yeah. I've made
Right.
I've made some questionable decisions in my
Yeah.
life, but I don't know that I've been that wrong that hard ever before. So
It's one of those where you have to rip off his shirt real quick and have hers under it.
yeah, but I did. I watched there was a documentary on Netflix a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was I think it was like Miss Americana or something like that.
Okay.
And it just follows her around. It's really just kind of it talks to her and it's a lot of her own words and just takes you through days in her life and she talks a lot about just you get a little snapshot into her or at least it's a documentary about her, so whether it's what she wants you to know about her or
Correct.
whatever. It's produced by her people, but
This is 100% Taylor Swift kayfabe.
yeah,
You are being fed of what she wants you to believe.
it's the Last Dance, documentary about the Bulls, but Michael Jordan had last say on everything.
Correct,
You
correct.
only see what Michael Jordan.
You did
wants
not
to
hear
see.
about his excessive gambling problem,
Right, yeah.
or that he. Never mind. I don't know what can get us in trouble, so I'm not going to
There you
say
go.
it's been a
That's
sad
probably a
sentence.
good call.
Yeah.
But no, I do. I just think she's cool, and she seems like she's a pretty overall decent person. So I have actually to go along with the bit. I've kind of you'd have to have been living under a rock for the last 15 years if you claim to not know any Taylor Swift songs.
Right.
So they're all around
You
us.
work
They're in
yourself-
our environment all the time.
In a wrestling term, from Dusty, you worked yourself into a shoot.
Yeah.
It was such a joke until you ended up not being a joke. and
Right. Yeah.
There you
So I do, but no, I don't. I buy very few albums anymore. But I have Apple Music, so they're all in there. And her last couple albums I have listened to when they come out. So I'm excited. I will definitely be listening.
Yeah, I
to it.
don't know a lot. I mean, I've heard him on the radio. Megan has said, "Oh, you should listen to this one," and I've listened. I'm like, "Oh, that's actually a pretty good song."
Yeah.
It's not something I seek out. It's not really my.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fan of old country music.
Yeah.
So like Randy Travis, Conway Twitty, Garth Brooks, that sort of thing. She came on at the tail end of that, like the end of the '90s, right? As a country star.
2000s, probably 6 or 7.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just out of high school when her first country album came out and got big. I want to say it was 07.
So I was well into adult.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm wrong in the timeline.
Yeah.
But she did come out as a country artist,
Correct. Yeah.
and then transitioned successfully into the pop artist realm, and good for her.
Yeah.
But again, not even the country stuff wasn't my sort of music. None of it's been.
Well, and that's
It's now more my sort of music now than it was then.
yeah.
But again, I just really not my bag. But good for her.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't turn off her songs. They're perfectly
So
fine.
the thing about Taylor Swift, you probably think you know about 5 Taylor Swift songs, but you
Sure.
actually know at least 20.
Absolutely.
You
I
just
can
absolutely do.
Yep.
No.
Did she do Smoke on the Water?
I think just the guitar part though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, like same deal. Like I like a ton of different types of music. Country is just not. I could pick a song here that I'm like, okay,
Sure.
that's fine. But I don't like a lot of country music. But I her pop stuff is like it is pretty good.
Now we've done so far in the podcast, we've done the hits of pop.
Yeah.
Where the
Yes.
three of us listened to the top 5 pop songs and we rated them and said, you know, her piece. And then we did the top rock songs of today.
Yep.
Country's coming up.
Yeah, we have to do it.
The three of us don't want to do it.
Right.
Like I said, I like 80s and 90s country, 70s, 80s, even 60s.
I like
once
country music sang by Hootie and the Blowfish or oddly enough Toby Keith. I don't know why, but I just
That's
like
weird. That actually, we're going to delve more into that in our country music episode.
Yeah.
Because that's very strange. I enjoyed 90s Toby Keith. But then there was a certain point where you just go, this is just cheesy. Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But so Taylor Swift, we're excited.
Yeah.
We'll be listening if it's played around.
We should have a listening party.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like this.
With some more of the martini whiskey.
I think we have a party here.
That's right.
I think we have a party right here.
But yeah, no, I'm quite the fan. Yeah, it actually, like you said, it actually became real for me. So.
Well, good. Well, Taylor Swift, here she comes again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So our final, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot. So I went to an obscure story.
Okay.
This is out of Colorado. Rabbits with horns in Colorado are being called Frankenbunnies. There's a group of rabbits in Colorado. Grotesque horn-like growths may be seen coming out of their head, like a low-budget horror film. So there is it's really just a virus that's going around that has caused these rabbits. But these rabbits.
So it is real.
It is real. The virus is happening to where they're having these growths come out of their head, but they look like horns. If you see, let me see if the picture pulls up. Of course it won't. But anyways, they're tiny little horns coming out of these rabbits' heads.
Yeah, so it's funny because just this evening after work, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a
Rabbits with
picture of
horns.
this,
Yep,
and
there
there
you
was
go.
that like little news thing, and I immediately dismissed it as like because I'm like that's AI or something
Right,
or that's
right.
you know what I mean. So yeah, like the write up on it seemed to be legit because but you know you could write anything. Just could be like a good like science fiction thing, but it's a bacteria.
Well, it says the cottontails originally spotted in Fort Collins, Colorado. They're infected with mostly harmless papillomavirus.
Okay.
It's a long word
I've
that
heard
I
of
can't. Yep. Which causes wart-like growths that protrude from their faces like horns here.
Yeah, they look like tentacles, kind of. They're like little.
Yeah, they're calling them demon rabbits, Frankenstein bunnies, zombie rabbits. Frankenbunny sounds fun.
Frankenbunny is
I
fun.
like Frankenbunny.
Horned hoppers.
Horn hoppers. That actually was your nickname in high school, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like that. So yeah, like, does it like, do they know much about it? Like, does it go away? Is it gonna like, or do they just like left like that forever?
Oh, okay. Pamplemon. It's the virus.
There was a blah 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 blah. blah.
It's the virus that causes cervical cancer. What's papilloma or? That's the word. It's the.
Is that what a pap smear is?
Well, it's the base of the word.
Okay.
But papillomavirus. It's what causes cervical cancer in humans.
Papillomavirus.
Papillomavirus.
Remember,
Papillomavirus.
we're called convincing
idiots. That's right.
I know the word. I know the virus. That's why you get the kids, teenagers get the shot.
Yeah.
To stop the cancer when.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that. God.
Hey, it's not convincing language arts, all right? It's
Hey.
convincing idiots, all right? You get what you get.
Yeah, so that has gotten into rabbits, and instead of causing vag cancer, it causes rabbit horns.
Interesting.
So, with that, I have come up with the question of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have gone with something
If you
about
could grow a
Taylor
horn
Swift.
anywhere, where would it be?
Actually, that's a damn it. The question of the week, Nick.
Mm.
If you could save money with any sort of insurance, who would it be?
Well, I got to think real hard about this. It would probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to my decision.
All right,
It would
let's
be
hear it.
none other than Blake Insurance Agency. Aaron Blake, our friend of the show. The Blake Insurance Group is an an independent agency right here
See, it's not that easy.
in Barberton, Ohio, offering personal care and support for all of your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or life insurance, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with honesty, respect, and the care you deserve. That's right. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com to get your free, what?
Free
5-minute quote today and start saving. And when you do, tell them two
at least two.
very convincing, very idiotic people sent you.
Yeah. Pamphlet and virus.
That's right. That's quite good.
You did a good.
Thank you. Yeah, I was off to it. You threw me on the spot. I was off to it. I did the speed wobbles at the beginning. I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, oh,
All right,
here
you go. Fucking horse is bucking. Grab a hold. All right, but our real question of the week.
Yeah.
So, because the rabbit had horns, when people first saw it, they weren't sure, like what it was. If it was real, if it was fake. Is this like a hybrid we've never seen?
Yeah.
So this is a fun little question. I've actually asked my kids at the dinner table because we have a question of the night at dinner.
Oh, you guys can afford dinner. How nice for you.
You can't hide money. Yeah, you really can't. So you've got to create the coolest animal you possibly can by combining two.
Oh.
You get it as a pet.
Okay.
Any two animals in the world.
Okay.
What would it be?
Okay. Well, since you've had time or other answers to submit, so why don't you start us off?
I'm going to think of something on the spot because I've come up with so many different answers to this.
Okay.
Because I want it to be awesome, yet cuddly. Something you can have.
Yeah.
So I think I would go half bear and half giraffe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to lay it down, but could you imagine a bear with the neck and the bear head at the top?
Yeah.
Dude, and the big, because you're making 4 times the size of the body.
So the body, wait a minute. So it's going to have the girth of a bear? The height of a giraffe?
You're going to have, in my head, you're going to have the giraffe,
okay,
but as a bear. So bear body, but that much bigger, giraffe size.
Okay.
And with the long furry neck and the bear head.
Okay. I have an answer.
Okay.
I might come up with more, but I certainly have one.
All right, we can
as
do
you know,
as many as you want.
I'm a fan of polar bears, so that's fun.
Sure.
And I do like the cuddly aspect. I would like to have a polar puss. And that would simply be an octopus, but instead of that big bulbous,
you were going there.
A big bulbous head, it's got a big old polar bear head, and then it's not scary or dangerous because it's just a squid.
Right.
It's just tentacles. Maybe they're fuzzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the tentacles fuzzy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a polar bear head. I mean, he can still bite you, and his jaws are probably massive. He could rip your fucking throat right out.
But now he has more legs to chase you. So now he's twice as dangerous.
That's true.
So
yeah, but I like a polar puss. I'd like to have that as an animal.
I would love a polar puss.
Yeah.
Especially in that nice hot summer night.
You know what's wrong with it? It's always so warm in there. What are they trying to do? Cool it off.
Nah, sure could go for one of them polar pusses these days. Right.
You know what's nice? Those Klondike bar commercials. Nice cool breeze coming through.
What would you do for a polar puss?
This is exactly what Brian was afraid of anyway.
You're welcome.
Give me another one. You said you had more. Who else?
All right,
Like, give me some kid answers.
All right. So I'm trying to remember what some of the kids said. I know there was one that was, I think it was half duck. I think duck and a sheep.
Okay.
So that's adorable. Like
Yeah.
just picture with like a sheep with a little duck bill
Yeah.
and a little 4 duck feet
Yeah.
instead of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So duck and a sheep.
Nice. I was gonna say I was thinking something with a bird, but I don't like birds. I think their bodies are
Well,
gross and weird.
that's why ducks.
That's
They're
why-
they're more
yes.
adorable.
Right,
They're
yeah.
more
They're round,
presentable.
stout.
You
can
could
kind of hold
you look
it.
like you could hug a duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite animal? Like, I know we're going to have some, this is like a 4-year-old fucking podcast. What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite animal?
That's the problem with these days.
Yeah.
At 44 and 34, right, we don't get asked what our favorite fucking animal is
37.
anymore.
That's
37.
right.
We don't get asked
Even
what our
more.
fucking
I wasn't asked
favorite
at
animal is.
34, and I'm not asked at 37.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. So some like I have like I enjoy. I think otters are adorable.
Otters are adorable.
Like I would definitely want an otter face on something. I think the thing that
okay.
would keep me from being closer with an otter is that maybe it has like a little rat kind of body. Like it's not. I mean, it's
Okay.
obviously larger than a rat, but it's
Cat's body.
So
cat
with an-
body
yeah.
with an otter head.
that would be sweet.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're combining it, we put through it. Well, otters are similar, but if you did a beaver and a cat,
Yeah. Or like, what if you took like a big old like
pussy and beaver mixed up. So you combine those two,
Yeah.
so you get the flappy little tail
Yeah.
and the cute kitten head.
Yeah, beaver puss.
Yeah, beaver puss.
Yeah.
I like it.
What if you took an otter's head and put it on like one of those like red pandas or something? That's like it's kind of a
Ooh.
mid-sized
Yep.
thing.
You can
It's
still
bigger
cuddle.
than an otter, but it's fluffy.
It could climb up on the couch and sleep with you.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like. We need to have some science advancements here. So
How do we
this can be a
generate
thing.
these things? How do we
Yeah.
make them a reality?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would be like the one animal to combine that you're like, I don't want any, like that's horrifying. Like what 2 things could you pick?
Ooh, okay.
Dude, baboon head on a fucking shark's body. Like you're in the ocean and a shark's just like
Into the fucking giant teeth.
the,
Yeah.
the whatever
Yeah.
those teeth are called. They have like special the
What are the 2 most frightening animals that most people are generally afraid of? Snakes and spiders.
oh,
Fucking long ass snake with all the fucking legs of the spider.
that's a centipede.
No, but like the size of an actual like
Okay, like a
anaconda.
giant- yeah.
Yeah. You don't. They don't make
Yeah.
that big a snake. Well, maybe they do in like Australia.
They're not
Wait.
made, they're born. They don't make them that big.
Make 'em-
They don't make centipedes that big. Fucking idiot.
It's going that big. Fucking. It's in a lab.
Yeah.
They're making that shit.
Oh god. Or like imagine like a gorilla's body with like an owl's head on it.
Ooh, that'd be a
That'd be
smart
cool.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
He will definitely find out how many licks it takes to the center of a Tootsie Pop
absolutely. And he'll definitely destroy 100 men.
and throw shit at you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sounds like you, actually. a
Yeah.
little bit.
Destroy 100 men and throw shit at
With a lollipop still.
Next.
That's for you. That's for you. Next.
I like that. I like Science Corner.
Right?
Dean and Nick's Science Corner.
Look
Off
at
to a good
this.
start. I think I found the next shirt design for idea for our merch
Yeah.
store.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done science.
We have done science.
So now we're going to take a break. We're going to probably hear something in between this, noises of some sort.
Talk to the editing department about that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
When we come back, Nick's, I am the resident wrestling fan, but this is Nick's idea,
You will not want to miss it.
brother.
GenX Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies.
Four, three.
Hello out there, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Convincing Idiots. We are Millennial Nick alongside Zennial Dean. This evening, for our final segment, we're going to be, as you know, we like to do our lists. So this week, being that you and I were doing this together, I thought, what's some good common ground for us? Now, I am not up to date on my wrestling so much to this day, but big part of my childhood. You are a huge wrestling fan as a child and to this day.
And to this day.
But why not delve a little bit into the wrestling world? So tonight we're going to take a wrestling gimmick or perhaps a character in professional wrestling, because it could be their character, their gimmick, or just any. You're going to take that character and pick another professional wrestler that you think could have also done something interesting with that gimmick, or done it well, or made it fun. It's pretty loose, but basically, take a gimmick or a character. If you think CM Punk here would have done well on a nice spin on the character of The Fiend, then that you could talk to us about that.
Yep, there you go.
So
that's good.
Why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right. A lot of mine's old school because I know who I'm talking to.
Sure.
So we're going to stay a little old school.
Okay.
Maybe, no, I think we've stayed all old school here. Okay. So, my number one, I think Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, would have done great as the $1 Million Man.
Oh, yeah.
He spent so much time as Mr. Perfect and, slapping the gum and and whatever sport he played, and then those vignettes, he was baskets and throwing the footballs. Yeah. I think he could have done perfect as a modern, because he was a few years after the prime of $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I think he would have done great as that $1 Million Man.
Oh, for sure. Like you can already just transfer that kind of better than you energy, like that kind of, you know what I mean, that snob.
You could even update even the clothing. $1 Million Man had that cheesy gold suit and stuff. $1 Million Man, Kurt Hennig could have had like a turtleneck and
he's got an ascot on. He's about to step onto the yacht. Right. He's playing water polo. Perhaps. Yes.
Yep. And being perfect at it.
Absolutely, of course, because when you have money, you can probably pay to be perfect at just about anything.
That's right.
Except podcasting.
No.
That only comes from poor people with damage.
Even poor people can be shitty at it. All right, so Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig as the $1 Million Man.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a good transfer.
All right, Nikolai.
All right, so I'm just gonna start off with my heavy hitter because this is the one that I found the most fun that I thought would be fun to do. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Obviously, one of a kind. Certainly an amazing character. And I'm not even really looking to change his character so much as I am looking to marry it with this other WWF or E legend. I would like to see Stone Cold Steve Austin in the role of Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
So I want you to picture Hulk Hogan is your all-American dad that's giving you all the good advice.
Yep.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is perhaps your
uncle who gives
your
you
stern
good
stepdad.
Stern stepdad.
Now listen up here. I want you to take your vitamins. What? Say your prayers.
What? I like that.
Take your medicine. Eat your eggs.
Hold on.
No.
Fucking chugs a beer. All right, we're back.
And that's all the real Americans got to say about that. And that's the bottom line. See, that's good. I like Stone Cold, but we're gonna take the Hulk Hogan character, but we're gonna still keep him Stone Cold.
Does he get yellow tights though?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you need a little bit of different visually.
I was in my head. He's got yellow tights. He's still got the black knee brace.
Okay.
So a little bit of that.
Maybe
he wears a red leather vest would be.
Well, if you did like the cut off shirt, instead of doing this, it could be just like that.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking of like a drunk uncle gonna fight somebody at a bar.
Yeah.
Just ripping the shirt off like that instead of one of these deals like that.
Yeah. So I think that would be a cool twist on. Like he's still giving you the same positive messaging.
Yeah.
Don't trust anybody, all that stuff.
Right. Which is very good
advice. Great advice for a kid. Anybody, really. I just think it would be a fresh take on a Hulk Hogan character.
Well, given that, I think we should do some sort of PSA. Children, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and don't trust your teachers.
Right. You stupid son of a bitch.
What?
Right.
All right. My next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Rhodes is coming in, but he's not going to be the American Dream right now. No. Dusty Rhodes is going to come in. He's going to be wearing that black hat. He's going to wear a trench coat because he's going to bury people. He's going to put you in a casket. He is the Undertaker, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is going to come in. Oh, you think you're good? You're one up on Dusty Rhodes. No, son. Dusty Rhodes is going to put you in the ground 6 feet under.
Under the dust.
Under the dust. That's why I call him Dusty, because when I'm done with you, the dust's going to blow across your grave, baby. Dusty Rhodes is going to take you. He's going to go to tombstone power drop. He's going to bring you up and drop you on your head like the Dusty Rhodes Undertaker should, baby.
Now that you have me thinking about costumes and things, I would really remember how old school Undertaker had a tie, like a gray tie.
Yep.
I would like a black and white or black and yellow polka dot tie.
Black and white polka dot tie right here.
That's good. And actually, like, you can see it because, like, the character of Dusty Rhodes, yes, is this whole flamboyant other thing. But he's like a big man. He's a big guy.
He was the everyday Ric Flair. He was the everyman Ric Flair.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he's the Ric Flair that was a little prioritizing maybe watching the game and having some beers after work instead of maybe, plowing through girls.
He had the money.
Sure.
He was Ric Flair.
He could have.
Yep.
But he chose a different route.
Son of a plumber.
Yeah. I like that. That's really good. It's like I said, because the Undertaker was so big and that kind of big,
he could do all the
bulky,
moves.
menacing
If you
figure
saw
like
him walk across the ropes, it still would be cool to see.
Right, yeah.
You have the coming down. Because if you think about it, I don't know if you ever thought about this. The Undertaker is a cowboy. He is, with the hat and the duster, he actually was an Undertaker from the Old West. Think about it. That's his character.
Is that your theory, or has that been said?
I think Bruce Pritchard,
okay,
one of the executives back in the day, and as today also, said that he was an old timey Western Undertaker. That's
boy, back in those days, they were not picking a lane.
No,
because like with the Ultimate Warrior, like we've talked about before, that like he was supposed to be like a Native American warrior.
You didn't,
but you didn't get that really at all. Like,
now any gimmick would be like shoved down your throat.
Right. Yes. Like all the imagery with the entrance theme goes with it. The music matches, like everything.
Because you went from
talks about it.
You went from the Ultimate Warrior who was
in and out of fever dreams all the time.
he was on peyote, and then you have Tatanka, who was he was a Native American.
He had the mohawk. Right. He came out with the whole garb and looked. I mean, really looked the part.
He couldn't have been.
True, that wasn't that long after. Right? Not really. I mean, it was within 10 years.
Tatanka could have easily come out and wearing a Cleveland Indians hat to show exactly what he was.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dusty Rhodes and the Undertaker, baby.
I like that. All right. My next pick. Big fan of this next wrestler, both as his versatility as a professional wrestler and as the man, a human being. He just seems to be like the most beautiful soul. Mick Foley. And I believe that Mick Foley can do anything. Not only because he's shown us that he can do everything. He's Dude Love, he's Cactus Jack, he's Mankind. He's just Mick Foley. Characters galore. I would like to see Mick Foley in a different yet role.
Okay.
And when I think of what can we do to take Mick Foley out of any type of comfort zone that we've known him to be in before, I harken back to when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was the corporate champ. That was my favorite version of him when he was Vince McMahon's. This was The Rock on the rise to become, the next big thing in professional wrestling. And when he was the corporate champ and he was a heel and he was just doing the man's bidding and also reaping the benefits from that and all the fancy jewelry, you hated him because he was advancing from his own personal gain and doing what was wrong. These are not character arcs that we know from Mick Foley characters.
Right.
But I do think Mick Foley could actually pull off just about anything well, and I think that would be the sharpest turn in a character. You're saying, so I want to see like clean shaven, short hair, Mick Foley, all done up, almost think adjacent to your Mr. Perfect $1 Million Man.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just he's doing the man's bidding.
He's the corporate champion.
He's the corporate champion.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there to do whatever Vince or whoever's in charge tells him to do. He's carrying out their dirty work.
Mick Foley had said famously the reason Dude Love became Dude Love is he was it was his when he did Backyard Wrestling, that was his character, Dude Love.
Okay.
And he was talking to Shawn Michaels back in the locker room, and Shawn's said, why do you put your body through this? Was this what you imagined wrestling would be? And he said, no, actually, I always wanted to be you. He goes, I wanted to be that boy toy, sexy gimmick. Yeah. So it's kind of it's kind of that departure. That's kind of where he wanted to be.
That's interesting.
Was the opposite of what he ever became.
Well, it is. It's. I would imagine it is so much more fun to be a heel.
Oh yeah.
Like to get that reaction because yes,
listen to this podcast. I love it.
You can be a face and you can have people adore you and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, like you're evoking such a visceral reaction from people when they really hate you that you're getting so much from them. It's got. I mean, it would. In real life, I would like people to think highly of me and think I'm a good guy and like me. But if I'm playing a character and this is for funsies, I want to be the biggest shithead ever. I want to pull that off.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. Like at work, I actually I want to be the heel because I don't want people to talk to me. I just want to do my shit and not be bothered. So I try to look as annoyed and menacing as I can, where people
just unapproachable all
unapproachable.
Around.
Yeah. And so I kind of work to be a heel in real life. Yeah. To get people not to talk to me.
It's not a bad business model because I can tell you as someone who offers a smiling face to people and tries to be
it's
sociable. Isn't it? It's a lot sometimes. It is draining. Yeah. It's
when I can just
you don't always want to talk to people
because I don't want to totally be a piece of shit. So I will give one of these. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's all I can.
It made my heart flutter a little bit.
See? But if I'm working, somebody walks by, I'll give them one of those.
Yeah.
I let them
like a bum nutsack, and you know it.
Right. I let them know that I'm disapproving of their life, and that they should probably keep moving.
I would not be tag partners with you.
No. We're going against each other. I am definitely the heel. All right. So, my next one. So, from the sky brings
It's getting
life,
real Native American in here.
and with life brings all of the hoes. I want to see the Ultimate Warrior as the Godfather gimmick. Okay. I want him to come out, again, like you said, a little marinated with both. Yeah. I want to see the Ultimate Warrior come out with these ridiculous, absurd rants, but still talking about having prostitutes that he can sell to his clients and his wrestlers. Would you like to enter the war zone of my despair, or you can take these girls from the night and go home?
And then Hulk Hogan, it will be raining dollar bills down upon you.
Dollar bills, yo! I think it would be interesting.
Yeah.
At least it's entertaining.
I just picture the music coming on and him running to the ring and all his hoes trying to, in high heels to run after him.
And falling over because they can't keep up with him.
It's just everyone falling in every different direction.
Keep up or fall behind of the ultimate Godfather.
Remember, Hulk Hogan.
Hogan
cannot trust these hoes.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Ultimate
good. Warrior as the
That
Godfather.
Is way outside the box,
Thank
but
you.
That was very fun. Oh, fantastic. I'll tell you what, I'll stay, oddly enough, I had one of those characters on my list to do something with.
Okay.
And it's not the Ultimate Warrior, like you might think. Or I shouldn't say one of those characters, but the wrestler himself, Papa Shango.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, big fan of his. He was one of my more side favorite characters during that
Okay.
time because I just thought he was so cool. So Papa Shango was a relatively short-lived character by the guy who
Right.
played the Godfather. You know his
Correct.
real name? What's that?
Charles Wright.
Okay. So he was Papa Shango in the early 90s.
Yeah, early mid 90s.
And he was a voodoo priest,
Yep.
you know, and there's
He made black goo come out of the old
Elder,
warrior's
yeah.
mouth.
Well, that's when I stopped liking him
Sure.
because I thought he was cool as shit, and then I
Right.
feuded with the warrior, and he did all that stuff to my
Fuck him
dude, and
up.
then I couldn't like him anymore. But
Ultimate Warrior didn't like him because he made black stuff come out of his mouth.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa Shango, I liked as a character, and I don't want to change his character, but I do want to tweak kind of his whole vibe. First of all, like I said, didn't last very long. I thought you could have done a lot with that character.
Yep.
It was a really
It had
cool
legs.
idea. Remember, at the time, we had the Repo Man and the Mountie,
Right.
so there was a lot of just shit getting thrown at
Right.
the walls.
You had a lot of you had a lot of characters that were based on people's professions.
Sure, yeah.
T.L. Hopper was a plumber.
T.L. Hopper.
Yep,
Oh
T.L.
my God, he
T.L.
wore the
Hopper, yep.
Was it a white tank top or
Yep,
something he
yep.
wore? Yeah, that's right.
He was a plumber.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had all of those guys.
yeah.
Like you said, Repo Man stealing people's cars.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Which is the extreme of everything.
Sure, yeah. They got a little carried away there. But Papa Shango was a cool idea, cool look. The aesthetic of him was really cool. I would have liked to have seen Papa Shango last longer, A, and B, I would have liked to have seen Papa Shango have a faction, be the leader of some type
Okay.
of faction. So, also, like when I think back to late 90s, early 2000s, factions were a big deal. DX and
Mhm.
NWO, everybody, the Undertaker had the Ministry, like all that
Nation
shit.
domination.
Nation of Domination, yeah, for sure. So I thought it would be cool if Papa Shango had a Brood-esque kind of
Ooh.
environment.
Ooh,
You know,
okay.
maybe it's not a whole big thing, but you give him a couple people,
So
a
you're not-
couple characters.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, because and I don't even have any picked out necessarily. So I don't have anywhere to go with that other than I would have liked to have seen him as the Gangrel character, as the Gangrel was to the Brood.
Off the top of your head, can you think of two people
That would fit. Okay, that would fit.
that could go into the voodoo?
Yes.
No, since we're doing this, they don't even need to be in like, oh, they would have fit. Like, just pick
Coco Beware. Give me Coco Beware.
Ooh.
We replaced the parrot with
Yeah.
the crow,
Ooh, you got the blonde
like or a
hair,
raven or whatever.
the
Yeah.
little white,
Yeah.
like
What was
stripe
that dude
makeups
from
down there?
from Undertaker? The big black dude with
Viscera.
the Viscera. Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of vibe.
Yeah, all right.
But
With
he's
the
got a bird.
eye,
That's cool.
the
Yeah, the whited out eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool. He'd be a good guy to go in the group. And yeah, let's see. Who else could we do?
You could probably, you know what I mean? Owen Hart was so versatile because
Yeah.
he'd been in so many different factions. It'd have been, and he was so like good at no matter what he did.
Yeah.
You could put him in a voodoo situation.
Sure. Yeah.
And like
he
he
could pull
could
that
have,
off.
yeah, he could have pulled that off.
Yeah. It was way better than the Marty Jannetty route I was going to go.
Correct. Yeah. Marty Jannetty was already, he already looked like he had voodoo done on him at this point.
You got the life sucked out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think Papa Shango would have been cool to have his own faction. Because I always thought, yeah, like that it came off of the idea of the Brood. I loved they had that ring of fires and they would
Mhm.
rise out of the stage with Edge and Christian. So fucking badass.
Drinking the-
Great
The
music.
goblet of like
Yeah,
blood.
that dude even had his teeth filed and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, that dude was for real. But I thought a character like Papa
You
Shango
were
would
like
be cool with
that
that.
dude, Gangrel, like trained so many wrestlers. Like,
Really? Yeah.
Like young wrestlers coming up.
Oh shit! Wow.
All right, my next pick. I'm gonna go Mick Foley.
Okay.
Because Mick Foley is so versatile.
Yep.
He has so many different. You know, he has the three faces of Foley. And he could, and the most incredible face of Foley isn't the one on WWE. Do you know that every he plays Santa?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like there's a documentary, something about I can't remember, but look up Mick Foley Santa documentary, and it's about a bunch of these Santas that do it all year round, or that plan it and get up until Christmas time, and that's where they make their money.
Yeah.
And he's one of them, and he doesn't do it for the money; he does it for like the love. Like one of his rooms in his house is just Christmas.
Yeah.
Like he loves Christmas. So
That makes sense. Like I've never.
he
but
dyes his
He's
beard
just that
just for
pure
that.
and good of a human that it's like, of
Correct.
course he fucking loves Christmas.
Correct.
Why wouldn't
So, but I see all that, and I want to go something different.
he? Okay.
I don't want to go maniac. I don't want to go heartthrob. I want him to be a character in this idea.
Okay.
So I think that he could be a great big boss man.
Oh yeah.
You could have
Yeah.
put him in an old Southern, because the big boss man was a Southern police officer.
Yeah.
Let's face it, probably a racist Southern police officer, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
we all, once you got ordered, you go, oh,
Yeah.
that's who he probably was.
Yeah.
And I think McFoley, not the racist part.
No, yeah.
We're taking the racist part out of it. I think, but he could have been a beat cop, maybe not Southern beat cop, because he was from New York.
Maybe he's an LA cop. He's just looking for Rodney King all the time. Who knows?
Right, we're getting back in the race.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You
don't want him to be.
I want to keep Mick Foley and
Okay.
racism away from each
Okay.
other as much as I can, but still
I do
be
support
a
that.
piece of shit cop
Okay.
of some sort.
Yes.
I think he could have pulled off a version of the Big Boss Man
Mm-hmm.
with just arrogance that
Yeah.
he had. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you go like a Northern cop, you have less of the Southern boy arrogance, and you have more of the I can do what the fuck I want arrogance.
Yeah.
So you have all right. So picture this: in the North, you have the Mountie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the South, you have Big Boss Man.
Okay.
Let's go in the middle,
Okay.
and there's Mick Foley as the
Okay.
Big Boss Man.
I like that. Yeah.
He really any of these we say, I think Mick Foley could do.
Mick Foley could also
Could do any of
lead a voodoo cult.
Correct.
Mick Foley could also be Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Mick Foley
He could have been the Undertaker.
could have been the Undertaker.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely the Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you see with Mick Foley with hose,
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Even today.
Even at Christmas time or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like ho elves or elf hose.
Ho-hos.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's already in the language.
Yep. I like it. All right. For my next one, this is a tag team submission here. So I was a big.
Your last one.
What's that?
Is your
No,
last
I've
one?
got this one and one more because you started.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
So for my tag team here, so as you know, I don't know if you how much I would talk to you about that, but big fan. I was always a big Edge fan. Edge was always one of my
Sure.
favorite characters from the time he first entered.
Canadian.
I was excited for him to come
Yep.
into the. They were teasing him, this mysterious guy in a trench coat, didn't know what was going on. He was kind of cool. Always loved Edge. Followed, basically his whole career. And one of my favorite Edge eras was definitely enjoyed the Brood stuff, but I might have had the most fun as a fan of Edge's when he was a part of the E&C tag team with Edge and Christian.
Sure.
And they were they were champions at this point, and they were
Right.
very full of themselves, and they were
Taking the
they'd broken off
5-minute
from the
pose or
Brood.
5-second
They do the
pose.
thing so everybody could take their
Yep.
picture, and they were almost kind of like these. They almost embodied like a male wrestler version of like Valley Girls, basically,
Sure.
where they were just
Yeah.
very self-absorbed and obnoxious and self-unaware. And
I think we could pull off that tag.
Yeah, I think we could, yeah.
we could. Think
but
about it.
I love that vibe, and I thought they did it absolutely perfectly. But I was like, so who are some other guys that could pull that off and be as charismatic or as funny with those characters? And immediately, the first one that darted to mind is Chris Jericho, because
Sure.
Chris Jericho has the that charisma to
Right.
pull that off.
Cockiness.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. He almost kind of he's almost an easy third plug-in. If they had a third member of that Edge and Christian, you could have just put Chris Jericho in and he would have fit right in.
Later in the 2000s, probably after you started watching, Christian and Jericho did have a tag team.
Oh, did they? Okay, nice.
There's a funny bit of like where they had like literally come out on the stage with their asses hanging out because somebody stole their ass cream. It was,
Okay.
it was a whole. Vince
Okay.
McMahon really was reaching at a certain
Sure,
point.
yeah. It was 2009,
Yeah,
7,
yeah,
5,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought Jericho's an easy plug in there. And another one that, honestly, when he first came in to the WWF at the time, He was kind of the straight man. He was easy to hate because he was just kind of he didn't have a lot of personality. But as you watched him progress, you found that he was actually very funny, very skilled on the mic, played a good character that was easy to hate. Kurt Angle would be an incredible tag partner to Chris Jericho in an Edge and Christian
Yep.
type of scenario for me. Like just very.
He worked with those two also.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were a threesome, and
Oh, really?
where
so
they made.
there you go.
Well, it was funny. Like they would make like he was like the annoying little brother type thing.
Yeah.
Where like they were making fun of him and he didn't realize it.
Right.
But it was fucking hilarious. There was nothing, honestly, Kurt Angle couldn't do.
Yeah, he was
Kurt
almost
Angle,
like Owen Hart with the whole nugget thing. Where
Absolutely.
you know that
Kurt
kind of
Angle. If you look at every people that we've said, Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, and
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Those three could do anything.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That must have been a good pick because somebody
Yeah,
actually chose to do
it's
it.
right
so
there.
you go.
Well, but he wasn't that.
Yeah,
He was the sidebar to that.
gotcha.
But you're saying
I would have a
Him
tag
in
of
that
him
team.
and Jericho
Yep.
as those two
an
characters.
annoying
Kind of. Yes. Yeah.
Valley Girl.
Yeah. Very obnoxious. Very self-centered. Well, because part of his gimmick was that he was the best and he was an Olympian, a gold medalist, and
Right.
he was the wrestler's wrestler. He was that was his
Coming
whole
out
thing.
thinking he was going to be worshipped as the All-American, and then they were booing him. No, that's not what you should be doing.
Yeah, and then Hulk Hogan did that a couple of years later, like not too. Yeah, he did
Right.
that thing.
Well, that's after he said some words on a videotape, but that's for another podcast. All right, my last one.
Yes, sir.
I enjoy this one. This is this Macho Man Randy Savage
hmm
was known for his charisma,
Oh, yeah.
his pent up rage and energy, and he was just wound tight as anybody could be. But if you remember, in all of his promos, he would be doing like this. You remember Hulk Hogan? I'm gonna, he's going up and up and up. But then when he'd come down, he's gonna give you this. He's gonna talk to you a little bit where you have to listen. Who does that sound like? Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah,
Jake the Snake Roberts, famous promos. He never went up.
yeah, he was always low.
Occasionally he'd say the name of $1 Million Man, but he would always go back down.
Yeah,
I will tell you this. You're going to come at me with all of your might, but I'm going to tell you every time you turn around, I'm going to be there right. He had that because his idea was if I whisper, people have to lean in
Right.
and listen.
yeah,
So there, you could hear a promo and you're like, oh, promo. But if this guy's like whispering or and he's intense, you go, hold on, everybody.
yeah.
What's he saying?
Yeah,
So you
he's
have
really
to listen
serious.
to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And Randy Savage had that, and it's very underlooked that when he went low, it was very, and you had to go, oh shit, he's getting serious
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
oh, you flamboyant and bombastic. But when he went low, you had to listen. And I think you put a snake on him
Mm-hmm.
and give that evilness to him.
Yeah.
I think Randy Savage could have done Jake the Snake just the same.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
don't know, but I'm not gonna say better because Jake the Snake is
Sure.
a fucking
It's an iconic
legend.
character. Yeah.
Right. But I think you could have intertwined that. I think Randy Savage could have easily done justice to the Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's good. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah. All right, my last one here. So I'm taking Shane McMahon.
Ooh, okay. Wow, all right.
Shane McMahon was somebody that, so Shane McMahon, obviously Vince's son, started being a part of storylines
Yep.
and then, getting in the ring. And to this day, I will never forget the first time I watched him wrestle and how goddamn good he was and the type of shit that he would do.
Sure.
And
Yeah, something
even
to
though he was not my, he was always somebody to root against in matches. Every pay-per-view we ever got that Shane McMahon had a big match on, he stole the show.
Absolutely.
You walked away from that night, regardless of what the main event was going. Can you believe what Shane McMahon fucking did?
Were you still watching when he faced Kurt Angle, and I think it was SummerSlam, where they went back to the Titantron, under the Titantron, where the
Oh, and he went off the
No.
Was that off the top?
Well, he might have gone up the top. I'm talking about where he threw him through the glass.
Yes. Yeah.
In real life, whoever put the panes of glass didn't put all of them as breakable, and he threw them into one, and Shane just bounced off and fell down.
Yeah.
And
didn't he come to back
like
first,
back
and then like
and
on
down
his
onto
back
his
of his
head.
neck,
Did
like
3 times, and Kurt just kept picking him, and Shane kept whispering, "Do it again."
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going through this. Go harder." So Kurt's like, "All right," and he fucking threw him through it, and it ended up not being the fake glass, and he really ended up having to shatter through it. So Shane McMahon wasn't going to let that slide. Those two didn't know what happened. They just knew it wasn't breaking. And in the back, I guess Vince was just furious, telling him to stop. Somebody go out there and stop it. And then even in back, they did it twice.
Yeah.
And he had to like throw him as hard as he could because Shane wasn't going to let them move on without having that spot.
Yeah.
So that shows you what Shane McMahon was willing to do.
Shane McMahon could have hacked it in ECW probably.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fucking nuts.
You remember, were you there at the WrestleMania? It was a couple years back. Shane McMahon came back, a couple years back, and he was going against, I think it was The Miz.
Okay.
Right? And he literally tore his quads in the ring.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And like fell down and like he was
Couldn't
done.
get up, yeah.
And he hadn't been back since.
Yeah.
And then
that's
they sold the company
I think they
and
covered
all
that in the Netflix because he was talking
Did you
about
watch that?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Dude, how good
the
was
Mr.
that?
McMahon
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So because it was important for him to have with his kids watching and like to wrestle in front of his kids so they were old enough to see and like what he was doing. So Shane McMahon always blew me away with his athleticism and how extreme he was, and absolutely obviously he probably always felt he had a lot to prove being Vince's son, but can't take anything away from the guy. He was
not at
fucking
all.
Amazing athlete and amazing
He was fucking
wrestler.
nuts.
So I like that about Shane. Shane did have, I think, different time where he played up the whole Vince's son thing. He was
but that's character.
But I want to take it further.
Okay.
I want him to really lean in. I want him to be obnoxious about it, and I want him to think he is just the shit, and I want him to be like Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Like, I want Shane McMahon to come out to the ring and strut and have girls on his arms.
So not just money, but like
I want him to be, I want him to be like, I have it all. You know what I mean? And certainly because Shawn Michaels, was a great athlete as well, very athletic, could pull off a lot of stuff in the ring. So he absolutely could, I think, stand toe-to-toe with the types of stuff Shawn did.
Sure.
Actually, probably further. He was probably... he certainly did crazier stuff than Shawn Michaels.
He could do more stunts.
Yes.
Right.
So, I like the idea of Shane McMahon as like the Heartbreak Kid.
I like that.
Very hateable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely get away with that.
Yeah. So, there we go. That's some good shit there. I think, you know what? If professional wrestling is ever in need of some rejuvenation,
sure.
I think they found their answer right here sitting at this table.
Give us a call.
Yep.
I'm not doing much. You know what? If you need a writer for WWE.
Just training as a heel at work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Years and years of training. I could write for so many heels. I'm here. Give me a call.
That's right.
Well, we were Brian-less, but we got through it.
That's right. We made it.
We made it.
Yeah.
So there, yes, sir.
Dad left us money for pizzas, and we threw a little bit of a party, but
got
we're
some
pretty good cleaned up. We're ready
got
for
some
them to come
Boone's Farm, and
yeah, that's right.
we had a good time.
That's right. So if you've had a good time, well, then why are you depriving yourself from extending this good time? Go find us on social media, like this podcast, make sure you're subscribed and you're getting notifications of when new ones come out each and every week. Tell your friends about it if you think they would enjoy it. Maybe they like wrestling. Maybe they like, weird zombie combinations of animals. They would love this podcast.
They would.
So be sure to go find us.
You like your little bunnies. You like your horns. You like your different animals coming up and humping on each other and getting all funky like a monkey. Well, this is a podcast for you, baby.
Getting freak nasty with the polar puss.
Come on, the polar puss. You know you want to have the polar puss coming to your birthday party, so you're going to come out here first and you're going to subscribe to the Convincing Idiots. Hit that like and subscribe button. You know it does something for this podcast, and you know it's going to do something for your soul, baby.
Damn right, Dusty. So, follow Dusty's good word. Go to Convincing Idiots Linktree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots Linktree. Make sure you are following us on all the social media accounts in which you are active. Also, be sure to go to our website. That's convincingidiots.wordpress.com. You can even get merchandise, rock a cool Convincing Idiots shirt, maybe take a drink out of Convincing Idiots glass, and sit back and relax for the next episode of Convincing Idiots. How good will you feel about yourself then? Quite good. So, for this episode of Convincing Idiots, I am Millennial Nick.
I'm the Zennial Dean coming at you every week. It's fabulous that he did the week before, baby.
Have we convinced you that Zennial Dean could play just about any role as a professional wrestler? I am convinced.
I think your impressions might be slightly better. I got
Not
Dusty.
of Dusty Rhodes.
I got
Not
Dusty.
of Dusty
That's all I
Rhodes.
got. I got Dusty.
GenX Brian here. Zennial Dean. Millennial Nick. If you like our stuff, give us a like and subscribe, and we may just send you a Polaroid of Millennial Nick's feet.
Ham gravy.
Oh, wait.